Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the like button. Let's go. Where my Lamelo holics at? Where the raw truth is at? This is raw truth. Raw truth. Let's go. Hit that like button. We getting turned up right now. We getting turned up right now. Hit the like button. Our boy Lamelo ain't playing, but hey, it's gonna be a show. Let me know if you're Lamelo holic. Let me know in the chat. Yeah. We got Trent in the building. We got Rap God in the building. We got Thunder in the building. We got Osmond in the building. Raw truth. Raw truth. Yeah. Can't stop raw truth's reign. Cannot stop it at all. We in the building. Yeah. Yeah. Cat Prince, I see you, my brother. Best impact. I see you said LaMelo's not playing. We're going to hold down the fort, though. The show must go on. Yeah. LaMelo holics. Trent knows what it's all about. How in the hell everybody else is playing but not LaMelo? Answer me that. Answer me that. Cat Prince says, I think Terry Rozier is going to be the reason the Hornets lose today. I hope not. Charm MC, I see you. I see you, Charm MC. You can't stop this rain. No, you can't stop this rain. They try to slow down Raw Truth, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Shout out to Flight Sports TV. You know how we do. Raw Truth. Share this video. Like this video. Let's get started. Woo! Let's get started. Man. That's the intro. I like that. I like that intro. Best impact says F them. Facts, man. For me, I gotta teach a class about how to survive social media and still be on top. We're almost at 6,000 subs. And that's because the people understand what Raw Truth is all about. They understand it. You understand it. That's why you're rocking on this show right now. Let me see. Flight Sports says they can't do that. They can't at all. Call me Fall, who said, yes, sir, we back. Like we never left, man. Like we never left. Court Vision, I see you, my brother. Yeah, Raw True Family. That's what we are. We Raw True Family. Call me Fall, who says, we good over here. DJ, tell them. Facts. Yeah, Coach Joe's busy. I'm sure he's going to come to the show later on. If not, yeah, he's been busy. So shout out to Coach Joe, the OG. The sister, Macrina Daniel. Hi, DJ, everyone in the chat. Peace and blessings, my sister. Flight Sports TV says they can't stop the Raw Truth. They can't. Brother, I should write a book on how I even, is still standing. Can you believe people thought that my channel, DJ's Wrong Called Truth, would slip? They actually thought that. And I'm almost at 6,000 subs. Because no matter what happens, people like hearing real. They don't like hearing what you call program speeches. They don't want to hear about programmed talking points. And that's the good thing about Raw Truth. I don't work for nobody at all. I'm my father's son. My father was the same way. My father was a self-made man. He did for self. He didn't depend on everybody else. I'm the same way. I'm just like them. All my life done for self. I've done what the brother Malcolm X has taught us. Do for self. I epitomize that. And that's why I'm still standing. And that's why everyone wants to hear the raw, uncut truth that everybody deservedly needs. Yeah, I saw that Finkless. Rozier's coming back. But it's weird. Rozier's coming back, but not Lamelo. I don't get it at all. Right, Cat Prince? All my life I've had to fight. Facts. I've been like that my whole life. Everything. And that's the good thing about growing up without handouts. I had to earn everything. Did I like it? No. But that's what happens when you have a father in your life. When you have a father in your life, you learn that no matter what gets through your way, you're gonna accomplish it. Look at LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball had a strong father in his life. So no matter what they said about his family, about his game, LaMelo persevered. Now I'm not, putting down people who don't have fathers, but I'm telling you the difference. Shout out to Between the Game Sports. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He said late today, but what's good, everyone? Being real with yourself always come first. Facts. Good brother, too, man. Good brother. He's from H-Town, too. You know how we grew up. If you're from Houston, you know how it is. Bunch of go-getters out there. Osman says, DJ said in the words of Meek Mill, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Yeah. There was people that actually thought this channel was finished. But I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm just being honest, because this is the people's channel. I'm getting about 1,000 videos, 1,000+ videos each time I put out a video. So I'm doing something right. And again, it's because of the people. What's that saying? Real follows. The real will always follow. Rap guy said, I hate the health and safety protocols. What did I tell you about the health and safety protocols? It's a damn scam, man. It's not consistent, and shines are just, they running with it. They just like, oh, the health and safety protocol. He doesn't need a play. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, really? Really? Macrina Daniel says, yes, sir, we like the truth. Raw. I'm here with you, my brother, even if it's not full in knowledge. If I was not full in knowledge. Thank you, my sister. And I appreciate you, Macrina, because you're always on the show, representing and showing love. And I truly appreciate that. Truly do. If you didn't share the video, share it. Between the Game Sports says, I'm so Houston. Hey, you already know what it is. H-time. You know how we do out there. Shout out to my neck of the woods, Southwest Houston, Texas. Y'all know what it is. Rap guy says Bulls are delayed and missing 10 players. They need to cancel some games if they're going to be missing players like that, man. That's not right to the Bulls, because the Bulls they've been playing well, and they have been playing as a team. Yeah, that's not right. Rap guy said, what time is the Hornets Mavericks game? The Hornets Mavericks game is at 5:30. I came on earlier than expected because I wanted to talk with the people. He said they postponed the games. Let me check. You may be right. Postpone. Oh, thank you for the update. Best Impact, you were right. Between the Game Sports said Bulls' next few games have been postponed. So it's 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific time is the Hornets Mavericks game. Cat Princess starts at 7:30, so it must be Central Time, what you're talking about. So 7:30 Central, 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern. Osmond says NBA showing big market favoritism to the Bulls by canceling their games, but not the Hornets. They should have done it with the Hornets. But that is big market favoritism. Because how in the hell you gonna do it for everybody else but not the Hornets? Let's call it what it is. It's backwards, man. For the Hornets to be fit. I'm back on, man. I'm back on. Um, the sound didn't go off. Someone called me, and when they call you, um, it messes up the stream yard. Yeah, I'm back on. I'm back on. Uh, Trent says good news. Melo stats are still at 28-8. Yeah, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. So LaMelo has a chance to still be an all-star. Now, if LaMelo is not an all-star and you see people cheering on that and saying that um, well, that's still good because Miles Bridges is on there. No, it's not. It's not a victory. Because if your franchise point guard is not the face and not the all-star listed, then that's a problem. It is a problem. So let's say Miles Bridges makes the all-star, but LaMelo doesn't. I'll give credit to Miles Bridges, you know, but I'll be pissed because LaMelo's not on there. Maybe that's the fan in me. But when someone who is 20 years old, remember, he's 20 years old, averaging 28-8. He's very important to the Hornets. Could you imagine if LaMelo was not the point guard of the Hornets, who did not instill the passing, the swagger, the the bravado? It would not be the same at all. So let's hope that the committee does everything right, not try to be biased, not trying to politrick around. I want to see the best players in the All-Star game. That's all I want to see. The best players in the All-Star game. It's not too much to ask. But what's y'all scores predictions in this game? Let me know in the chat. Score predictions in the game. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And how's my mic, by the way? Is my mic good? Trent says before Melo went out due to COVID protocols, he was leading the team in rebounds, points, assists, and steals. Yeah, and they don't talk about it enough in the media. Miraculously, Lamelo is out because of a protocol, COVID protocol. They're not even saying did they get COVID or not. It's just because of a protocol. It's the weirdest thing. Jordan Roberts says 124, 116 Hornets. Man, that's some good faith. Luka Doncic is a bad boy. Rap God with Lotus says Hornets 99 to 95. Cat Prince says Terry messes up the flow. He will ball hog, be inefficient. I hope not. I had to update the title. Yeah, that should help. Best Impact says Luka is not playing. Dang. Can't have that. Nope. Cannot have that. Trent says 120, 111 Mavs. That's a very objective score. I respect it. Caprin says Hornets don't have an answer for Porzingis. 110 to 101. That's the problem right there. No answer for Porzingis. A big man that could space out the floor. Porzingis averaging almost 20 points, 8 rebounds, and he's even having two and a half assists. He's a finesse big man, but he causes problems. And he's definitely the type of big man that causes problems on the Hornets. Dre Day 3.0 says LaMelo back tonight. Nope. But hey, Terry Rozier's back. Oh boy. You guys should have seen the Hornets Twitter when they put um that Terry Rozier is back. I was like, damn. Really? They're like, Terry Rozier is back. I got excited because I thought LaMelo was gonna come back, but I did. It looks like he's not coming back yet. Dre Day says, damn it. Yeah, I was pissed off too, man. I was pissed off too. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Best Impact says Porzingis is so soft. I think they will have a problem with Boban. That's a good point. That is an excellent point. Rap God says Porzingis might be an all-star this year. He has the numbers. I mean, you could say what you want about Porzingis, but this is a really good year by him. I did not expect that. CB says 108 to 104 Hornets. Could see that. Vaughn 215. There's a tweet on Twitter that says uh, that was posted by Greensboro Swarm that has LaMelo in it. It was a post and deleted. Interesting. See, these are the games I'm talking about. Why would they do that? Jordan Roberts states that Miles, and PJ should bully Porzingis. No rim protection. Yeah, they gotta be some bullies tonight. They gotta make Porzingis so uncomfortable that they don't want to park in that not park, but that they don't want to even set foot in the paint. So the Hornets got to make this game very dirty, very dirty. It's all up to them. It's all up to the. It's all about if you want it. If you want it bad enough, things can happen. Paul said it showed him sitting in the gym watching Jello and others practicing. You can tell they had him doing reps. You're getting ready. That's what they do. When you miss a lot of games for whatever reason, they're gonna have you work out with the G League team. And the only positive thing about that is um, Lamelo and Jello spent more time working out on their game. So I bet that was cool for them. Best impact, Plumlee and McDaniels are G League. Maybe they wanted, are in the G League. Maybe they wanted Lamelo to participate too, and he said no. Well, you don't. In the franchise point guard, you don't have him play with the G League. That may sound like elitism, but I don't blame Lamelo at all, not one bit. Court vision, no Lamelo, but beasting back, shaking my head, about to mess up the flow. Oh, Terry Rozier, he gonna get all his shots. Terry Rozier gonna get all the shots he wants. Trust me, he's gonna get all the shots he wants. Trent says they are assigned to the G League for scrimmages only, not to participate in games, but rather conditioning. Yeah, I've never heard of like active NBA players, not scrub NBA players, but active NBA players just going to the G League to play matches. So you're right about that, Trent. Best Impact says that Jello played 15 minutes, scored 14.6 for 8 field goals. In the next game, they played 7 minutes. Crazy. That is crazy. I got some excellent news for y'all. Y'all want to hear the excellent news? Well, the OG Coach Joe is going to be in 5 minutes from now. 5 minutes from now, the OG Coach Joe is going to kick it. And, man, the show's going to go on. So 5 minutes from now, Coach Joe will hop on the stream and keep it real like he always does. Jordan Roberts, he says that a Miles Turner trade would do a whole lot of good. Space the floor, rim protection, the glass cleaner. Hey, we've been talking about it on Raw Truth. We've been talking about it, but I don't know if the Hornets organization's listening. I don't know if they need to clean their ears or need to read a book, but everybody's been saying it. But to them, they think their team is already there. Really, they don't even believe in their bigs like that. The problem is the Hornets are cheap. They are what? The bargain base team of the NBA. They're the flea market of the NBA. You know that saying, scared money don't make no money. And it's true. When you playing with scared money, you avoid a potential blessing that can happen for your organization. When you operate in scared money, you don't advance for a month. When you operate in scared money, you lose more than you win. So it's up to Mitch and Michael Jordan, man. What's it going to be? Still be in NBA purgatory, which I call it? Or are you going to make the moves to finally build around your point guard? They are lucky I'm not an NBA GM. Because the first thing I would do, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The first thing I'll do, I'll tell everybody, because this is how the NBA is. They're very honest. You know, we're building around. I will go to the media and tell them for our off-season moves, we're building around our franchise point guard and our wing scorer and Miles Bridges. Everybody else is tradable. We know we have a weak spot at the 5 position. We're looking to move a couple of people around to find a proper fit for our team. That's all you got to do. But it's funny because the Hornets, it's like they operate backwards. You don't know where they're going, up, down, sideways. You don't know what's going to happen with the Charlotte Hornets at all. You don't know. And you're like, man, do they actually think that this roster can become a 5th seed or higher? All the Hornets need is players who buy in. They don't have to be so. You just seen the Hornets this year. They don't have to be superstars. Look at Cody Martin. Cody Martin has improved leaps and bounds because he makes the simple play and he plays hard. And he can defend multiple positions. Dre, they say it's on Twitter. Yeah, I'm seeing it now, man. Man, I promise I got the smartest subs around. I ain't gonna lie. You guys be researching all day, every day. I appreciate it. Core Vision, he says that Lamelo don't want to play with them bums and Greensboro. he said, you ain't trying to play with them bums. Hell no, I ain't trying to play with them bums. Where's Ace Boogie on Paid in Full? They bums. They bums. Court Vision says rather have Hayward and PJ. Hayward got to go, in my opinion. Cut your losses now. Trade them. You do have to keep that cap because there's no way a team would take Gordon Hayward's contract unless the Hornets will take a piece of that away. So they gotta play hardball now. Raphael LaRue says, is LaMelo playing today? LaMelo's not playing. Luka's not playing as well, just like Jaheim Nesbitt pointed out. Jordan Roberts says a Miles turn. Oh, I already read that one. Trent, just shout out to Trent. He says they are assigned to a G League for scrimmages only, not participating games, but rather for conditioning. The game's about to come on. Look, even though I'm a big fan of LaMelo, I'm not really a Charlotte fan. I'm really a Laker fan. Y'all know this. I still want the Hornets to win. Because if the Hornets lose us, then they got to play catch up. And you never want to do that. Raw True says, thank you, brother. Love movie. Yeah, the new moniker of this name, Raphael, is Raw Truth. So this channel is Raw Truth now. And it fits just right. It's perfect for what the direction of this channel should be, Raw Truth. And I think it represents everyone who supports Raw Truth. This is not a media site that works with the establishment or old media, I like to say. We're underground here, and I like it that way. Best Impact says respect to the Cavs. Yeah, the Cavs have been looking good, man. They're beating Miami right now by 4 in the third quarter. Uh, Evan Mobley, I know Cade Cunningham is finding his groove. Evan Mobley is the truth. He's the truth. Vaughn 215 says Buddy and Marvin Bagley available for trade. Man, that's an underrated trade right there. What y'all think about that? If the Hornets trade for Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley, what y'all think? I think that's an excellent trade. Excellent trade. As Asmar Mobley says, Book Night is the truth. He is the truth. He better get minutes tonight. Y'all know this coaching staff. They kind of get hesitant when they play these young guys. Breaking news from Rap God Reloaded, which points out Ben Simmons is available for trades. Thank you for that, Rap God. Rafael Labrise. I agree, and they are going to have LaMelo catch up for them. Raw truth. No doubt. No doubt. We got Best Impact. He says he don't like it. He said, I don't like it. They need defense. Buddy Hield and Bagley do not offer that. Good point. Can't argue that with you. If you look at the Kings, they don't play defense worth a lick. Not one bit they play defense. Kami Fahu says, you see some Hornet player are back in Greensboro. That means they're probably playing a lot of scrimmages. So I know they are seeing what Jello can do during the scrimmages. Yeah, that's a positive for Jello, though. I will admit that that's a positive for Jello. To play against established NBA players, you can't go wrong with that. I bet Jello is cheesing right now. He said, man, this is all I was asking for. That's better than a G League game. Those scrimmages, shoot. Let's get the likes up to 40 plus. Raw truth family. Osman says, just saw a graphic of Hornets stats while everyone was out. Gordon Hayward was third leading scorer behind Miles Bridges and Oubre. So the $130 million man, and I don't count people's pockets, but I'm just pointing out how delusional that contract is. The $130 million man, Gordon Hayward, is still the third leading scorer, even though the other scorers in Lamelo and Rozier are not even playing. Now, these are the stats, so this is not just me hating. I'm not hating. This is what the stats say. I repeat. Gordon Hayward is the third leading scorer behind Miles Bridges and Oubre. I'm talking about since LaMelo and company were out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Coach Joe, what's good, man? What's good, Coach Joe?
DJ. What's happening, DJ? How you doing there? What's going on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth today? We back in the house, family. Yes, we are. The coach is back. What's happening? Man, we got hey, I never thought I'd see myself here, DJ. Where we at, man?
Yeah.
Help me out, DJ. Where ain't no mellow, but yet we streaming. Woo! Look at the family. Look at all the family in the house.
Shoot.
Man, look at this.
Man. So
I miss y'all,
not only
fam.
LaMelo's out, Coach, Luka's out too.
Who's out?
Luka's not playing in this game.
Oh yeah. Luca been battling some kind of ankle something all year, so he been in and out, in and out, in and out. So yeah, I heard that he was out. He didn't play last game either. I don't think he been out a while. a
Man, they
few games.
turned up, Coach Joe. We got everybody turned up, man. The
All right.
OGs here.
Well, man, hey, I miss the family so much. It's so good to see you guys back. So glad to be back here on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, Raw Truth. Where we do it at, where we give you that raw, uncut stuff. Yes, tonight we got Dallas and Charlotte. Everybody limping here. You know, we got people out on both sides, huh, DJ? What we
Oh
looking
yeah,
at?
man. Some got to give, man. This is they limping to the finish line, man. They need to get these players back. Now it's crazy, Coach Joe. Terry Rozier is back and good for him. But how is Terry Rozier and everybody else back, but not Lamelo? Like, what is
Terry
going on?
Rozier's back.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, what?
yeah, it's weird.
Wait a minute, who else? Clumsily is back too.
A lot of players are back. Let me look at the
Okay, but look, but hold on now, DJ. If I remember correct me if I'm wrong. But before I do that, let me get myself in order here before the game starts. Trent, hello, how are you today, my brother? He says, "Welcome, Coach. Appreciate you. Good to see you." Raphael, hi, Coach Joe, straight fire. Thank you, appreciate you, Raphael. Charmed MC, yes, indeed. A clap for the coach. Appreciate you so very much, so very much. Um, uh, Two people were out, PJ and I can't think of who else it was. Not PJ and somebody else was out with not COVID. PJ was out with something else. PJ and another player was out with something else.
I got the list right here, Coach Joe.
Okay, okay, give it to me.
So PJ is available to play.
Okay, all
Lamelo
right.
is out.
Okay,
Ish Smith is out.
okay,
Jaden McDaniels out, and
okay.
Plumlee, aka Clumsley, is out.
Okay, so all them were on the COVID list.
Yes,
So you're saying that Rozier is back.
mm-hmm.
I thought it was six of them out. Wasn't it six players out on that COVID?
Some of Terry Rozier came back.
I see him on the TV right now.
Uh,
Wait a minute,
P.
this don't make no sense. What the heck, ding dang friggle is going on?
That's what I'm saying, Coach. It's weird, man.
What's this? I mean, I looked at DJ. I looked at all kind of. I wouldn't try to look at all kind of stuff to see, and everything that I saw said the 15th.
Mm.
Jordan Roberts, and glad to have you back, Coach. Thank you so much, Jordan. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. Okay.
You see what Trent pointed out? He said, wasn't Ish out as well due to COVID protocol? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still out.
Ish was on the COVID list, I think. Oh no. Ish may have been that second player that I'm talking about that was out with PJ on a bang or a boom, something like that. You know, one of them little things. You know, before they tip off here, DJ, I just heard a new thing. They always say, the low management and the new all of finding creative ways to have guys go out, sit out to rest or whatever. The Lakers came up with a really good one, DJ, for AD the other day to be out. They said he's out because his knee is um, I don't know what it is, but it's structurally sound. But he just needed a little time out, I think.
Mm.
Man, I'm
What?
telling you, man. Yes, man. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me, man. It sounds like his mama need to give my kids on the knee or something. I don't understand, man. If ain't nothing wrong with you, your body is sound, and they didn't look at it every different way, this way, that way, up and down, inside out, and they didn't say, "Hey, man, you good? Everything is sound." And you say, "Well, I just think I need a few more days." What? For
That's
what?
pathetic.
No, man. This is where we are, DJ. This is where we are, man. This is amazing to me. So we tip it off. Dallas, one star on the floor, all star on the floor. Well, wait a minute. Gordon was a former all star, right? So we got two. Him and Porzingis. look at Terry out there. Where the hell is Melo? This has gotten me perplexed now. Now I gotta go start looking around, trying to smell and figure out.
Coach Joe. Yeah. Hey, we've been labeled as conspiracy theories, but it's
Wait a minute,
weird, man.
hold on. DJ CB 211 says McDaniel's and Plumlee's. They said they're playing with the Swarm. What? Hey, wait a minute, has Melo been kidnapped? I mean, what is going on? How can one of the most popular? Wait a minute, hold on.
Oh
Now.
man.
This is just got me perplexed here, family. How can the most one of the most recognized, one of the most followed, one of the most spotlighted, just somebody with all of the wattage. How can he go just sneaking, seek a squirrel around and nobody know where he at? But we know where all the rest of these dudes at, man. Man, what is going on?
And that's what I was saying earlier in this video, Coach. This live stream. Like no one's saying like, did Lamelo get COVID? Did he actually get COVID? What's going on?
Well, see, but this is the thing. This is what how I understood it, DJ. That and this is what LeBron was upset about, from what I understand, as I can figure it out. Okay, um, if you they're getting tested all the time. Okay, not as much as they were before the vaccine, but since the vaccine, they're still getting tested I think 2 times a day. So if you get a positive test, they do what's called tracing. They start finding out where you've been, who you've been around, so forth and so on. See if they can figure out what environment it came from. Uh, you then go into health and safety protocols as a positive COVID uh, 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 test. So then you, if to make sure it's not a false positive, they will you can have them ask them to administer two tests within a 24-hour period. If both those tests come back as negative, then you can go back and play right away to just miss 2 days. If
Mm.
not, you have COVID and you have to wait out the whole 10 days from what they said. But I'm looking at Terry and man, all these dudes went out the same day, man.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And Trent points out Bridges on the air ball, blocked by Porzingis, a turnover, a matter of minutes. It is 9-0 Mavericks winning. I repeat, it is 9-0 Mavericks winning. What the hell is going on? Another foul by Terry Rozier, fouling the shooter.
Well,
This is
Terry under a
embarrassing.
little pressure. Book night running up his, knocking on his door.
Mm-hmm.
So he over there knocking. Hey, Terry. See, he used to tap soft. He used to say, hey, Terry. Hey, Terry. Hey,
Hey,
Scary.
remember,
Can we
Coach Joe,
talk?
remember Independence Day, that crazy grandfather that went up to the spaceship? He said, I'm home. Oh man, Lord, it is 10-0. Gordon Hayward, Gordon Hayward this is one of the few games where he's called to be the number one option. And he's stinking up the joint.
Look at Brunson. Oh my God, Terry got to go sit down. Terry out here.
Another foul. Terry Rozier got 2 fouls. And it's what, like 8 minutes plus left.
See, family. One of the reasons I wanted to do this game, DJ, and I wanted to look at it and with the family as well, is because I wanted to really see who was going to come back. Because to be honest, DJ, they all went out at the same time, but they all didn't report and probably get
Mm-hmm.
tested at the same time either. Because remember they had those days off. So I don't know what the situation is. I'm going to err on the side of Michael Jordan wants to have Melo on the floor, and Melo wants to be on the floor too. So
Right.
I'm gonna just hold on to that until we see him or hear something from him. What do you think, DJ?
I think so too. When I actually think and not try to use my emotions in the situation, I agree with that as well. Nice three by Kelly Oubre. I had a feeling he was going to be the first one to score.
Mm-hmm.
But this is how much pride Coach James Borrego has. Terry Rozier has missed a lot of games. And you know how Terry Rozier is. This coach
Yep.
wouldn't even put, this coach wouldn't even start book night because he didn't want to play on the narrative. Now book night's coming right in the game when he could have been starting just to, ease in Terry Rozier to get him back in a flow.
Well, the referees eased him in for him.
Yep.
Because I've been one of the things I've been happy to see about with the Hornets here, watching them while Melo's been out, is the young kids. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Book Night, as you guys know. Said that he was going to be all that in a bag of Chinese chips, and and he is, and uh, he's exciting to watch. I love his swag, and here we go. And that other kid too, Thor.
JT Thor.
Yeah, yeah, you're watching Thor, but knowing that he's from Africa now I don't know if I believe how old he is. I just
Oh
don't.
yeah, yeah. I mean, no offense, but you know how they
Yeah,
they
yeah. When I
age,
found
man.
that out, I was like, oh. Now they say 19. I might have to put about 3 years on that, maybe. I don't know.
22. Yeah, that guy Porzingis got 7 points already, coach.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like Gulliver and the Lilliputians out there. He reminds me of those little sheets my kids used to get when they was little. They first started school. Which thing doesn't belong? There it is, right there, the tall one. Which one's different? Him, the one that's out there putting the ball in the basket every time he touches it, darn near.
If I'm James Borrego, if he really want to win this game, I'm letting James Booknight cook. They're not getting
Well,
any points right now. Let him. I don't care how many shots he missed. Let him cook.
hey, but you know what? You know what though, DJ? This is what I've been thinking about this as it relates to what we're saying about book night. Um, these previous 3 games or 4 games that the Hornets have played, where they have been in the game, they won the game, they were in games in those games, they won one of those games. Just so for full disclosure, that situation is an NBA player's dream. Just so you know,
Mm-hmm.
that situation. I mean, it could be no pressure, no expectations, nobody really holding your feet to the fire. You well undermanned, everybody understands, and you can just go out and play, just be free. And you see guys were doing that. Well, but when things start moving back to normal and start getting people back, then those expectations come back. And guess what? All that free flowing, all that getting off and getting down that we saw before. I want to see what we're gonna see now because there's a whole lot of people back, and so them expectations come back as well.
Man, that's
Right
real.
now, they ain't performing. What you say, DJ?
I said, yeah, that's real, OG. That's what
Hmm.
that's what we like having you on, OG. Because
See, we uh, having the weight on your head, it's like a double-edged sword. People talk about the celebrity and celebrity culture and yada yada yada, but people don't really want that smoke, really.
mm-hmm.
Because a life that is lived in the spotlight is not what you think it is. You can believe that. And
no,
these
you
dudes out here playing in a bubble, boy, a Uber spotlight.
Osmond says Bo Knight's way better than Ish. That's for damn sure. He is better. Um, like this kid, man, I think he could be a very important asset. He's already is right now from what I've seen. But there's more that this team can unleash from Book Night than having them play spot duty roles. Again, this roster can be better. There's too many players. We talked about this behind the scenes coach that wants the ball, that thinks they're the guy, but when adversity comes, they don't show up.
Right.
Like Gordon Hayward missing free throws.
Right. Which makes no sense at all. There is just no justification for Gordon getting up there breaking free throws. I mean, you got to be kidding. You know what? Part of what I'm noticing about these Hornets, this first quarter is, and why they looking a little suspect is that boy with the ball right now, Miles. He ain't sweating. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't really in the game yet. And I'm waiting for Miles to insert himself energetically, family. Energetically, he just took a shot there. That's good. He missed it, but I want to at least he looked like he was trying to make it. You know what I mean? So I want to see some activity. Miles is an
Yeah, nice,
activity guy.
Oubre, nice.
Look at Oubre, cleaning up doing his thing. Look at
Mobley says
Blondie.
DJ Go. Coach, you gonna like this? Mobley says DJ Gordon has to go. They already fed up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, he's stealing money. I mean, so
Hmm.
uh, 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 we understand. We understand what it is, and but they allowed him to steal that money. So you know, woo, look at Porzingis. He out there just going, just look at he just free. Look at he ain't no pressure. He just out there in the gym practicing. Woo, Gordon making plays. Look at sexy Gordon. Look at Gordon. He making plays. Whoa, look at that. Oubre eating. Oubre eating. There you go.
Nice.
There you go, Gordon.
Oubre,
What I,
Kelly
what I was
Oubre stepping up.
Oubre having a great year. Not a good year, a great year.
I'm happy for Oubre because I remember last season a lot of people shitted on his game.
Oh my
They shitted
star.
on Oubre's game,
Wow.
and for him
Facts.
to keep his head down and work at his craft behind the scenes in the gym, man, I'm happy to see it. I've seen Oubre play in AU years ago, like middle school, and he played. I think it was Houston Select or one of those teams. He played against my brother's AU team, and they were a year younger. And
Uh-huh.
I knew then. I said, "Yeah, he got game." And then
You
he went to
saw him then, huh,
Kansas.
DJ?
Yeah, I saw it then. I was like,
Okay.
"Yeah." Like, yeah. He played on the team, Coach Joe. You don't like this. He played on the team. So it was Kelly Oubre, Justice Winslow, and Justin Jackson, the light skinned guy that played in North Carolina. He's in the
Yeah, with the
NBA, but
fro.
yeah, the light skinned guy.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
three
yeah,
were
yeah.
on the same team, man, and they were a year younger than
Wow.
everybody. And this was one of the few times because my brother's team was solid, um, where nobody was mad that they lost to a team like that a year younger because they was beating everybody up that were a year older, 2 years older. Um, they were good, man.
Well,
So I
heck
saw
yeah.
it then.
Heck
I,
yeah. Well, I mean, all three of them made the league.
Mhm.
Talk about future pros.
Destroyed everybody.
Yeah, you talking about future pros, baby.
I
See,
remember it too
see.
because my pop. Oh, sorry, OG.
No, go ahead, DJ.
It's funny because my pops, man, every player that my brother's team played against in AU, like he would call out. He like, yeah, he definitely making the league. He's been right. He was right about Julius. That was easy. He's right on. these other players, and then the three players I listed after that game, he said, "Yeah, they definitely got a pro game. They got it." I
They
was like, "You
got it.
sure,
Yep.
Pops?" He said, "Yeah, I know what it looks like."
Yep. It. That's right. It's it. It's exactly
Mm-hmm.
right. Because see, the thing of it is, because we know, as your pops knew, is that it take more than just that talent. You got to have something else. You got to have a temperament. See, you got to have a temperament, a certain temperament to play in this fishbowl
Mm-hmm.
and to produce in this fishbowl and to do it at a high level consistently. That's just amazing. It's rare.
It is. Oh, George, it's the score is 16-10 Mavericks. Oh, Book Knight just hit a three.
Oh,
16-13
Bray!
Mavericks.
And then
Boogie.
Book Knight with the three, and then back at him, and then Gulliver back at him. The long tall, the long tall. Poor Zingus.
With another three. 19-13 Mavs. Trent says Oubre stepped up in a big way this season. Melo's unlocking guys, Oubre, Miles, and Nick Richards. Man, you ain't lying about that.
Facts.
That's why he's
Facts.
an all-star.
Facts. DJ, I've been reading some articles. That essay article about him as the breakthrough player of the year was a very I thought was a very good article, filled with facts. Not just opinion, which was really cool,
Right.
and being a publication and all, and so, but they pointed out in there, that, and they see it, and that's what I like. That it's that's starting to happen in the conversation now. They're starting. Melo's name now is in the MVP conversation now. See,
And when I have conversations about basketball and we talk about MVP candidates, I don't take anyone seriously who gets mad when when other people think rightfully so that LaMelo deserves to be an MVP candidate. There's nothing wrong with it. When you look at what he's done for his teammates, how they buy in, how he changed a whole culture. Because before LaMelo got there, they were just middle of the road team, not going anywhere. Now they're the talk of the town. That's because of him.
yep.
Trent says, "Thank goodness they signed Oubre for a 2-year, $2 million deal, so they don't have to offer him that extension this offseason." That was the smartest thing they did this offseason.
Uh oh. Uh
it,
oh. Mr. Glass is falling for a loose ball. Don't hurt yourself over there, Coach.
caution,
Come on,
caution.
man. Come on now. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. Look, he fell on his butt. See, he fell on his butt, so he's probably gonna be out now for about next two or three days. Sore gluteus maximus.
You know where he gonna go if he gets a little injury, right? He gonna go to the upper room hospital. Tim Hardaway with another 3-pointer.
Oh,
Sorry, Trey Burke.
Trey
Tripping.
Burke. See, one thing about this Dallas squad is they got some players on this team. They
They
got some
do.
ballers on this team, and they kind of playing too with a get out of jail free card as well because of the fact that Doncic is out. See, and he's the engine that makes it all go for them. So a lot of them dudes are playing with a get out of free card too.
Right.
And so on the offensive end, you will see some of these dudes getting off. It's the defensive end that's the issue. See, and that's what I haven't seen with the Hornets yet. They ain't begun to play defense at all yet. HL Kid, what's up there? He says, "What's up, DJ and Coach Joe? Much respect, much
Shout out to
respect back
HL.
at you, homeboy. What's up, HL? How you doing? Hope all is well with you and the fam. So good to see you."
My dog
24 to
HL in the
13.
building.
Yeah, see, DJ, they got I don't know why what you call him ain't in the game. What I was glad to see the other day, DJ, was Vernon Carey get some run, and you and to and you saw and you could see what I liked about him. I still don't understand why he ain't getting no burn. He can run the floor. He can catch. He can catch in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. He can score around the basket. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Oh,
Hey,
HL Kid said, "Man, I'm getting over a cold, but I'm okay. Much love. I'm so happy to hear that. You on the mend. Absolutely. So
hope you
happy.
get better,
Blessings, brother.
HL.
Yes, indeedy. Sending all them high vibrations. As
Nice, Cody. Nice. You saw that?
yes, yeah. Cody balling.
Good pass by Gordon
We
Hayward.
like Cody.
Yeah, he's gonna pass to the Cody
Look at
Martin.
Reggie Bullock out there hitting, going to the ATM, knocking on the bank door. Look at him out there
Coach,
using the bank.
he hit that from Beijing.
He sure did, didn't he?
Mobley says, "I told you about Vernon Carey. He's their best center."
Yeah,
Vernon Carey.
I've been talking about that Vernon Carey for a while, and I was wondering what was going on with him. So I was really glad to see him get on the floor. See, there's Burke hitting another one. See, family, the Hornets gonna be in trouble if they don't start defending
Mm,
quick. I tell you, these guys can score. It's a lot of dudes who been waiting to get on the floor and get some run, and Burke is one of them. Look at me. See, they just catching and shooting. Look at Finney. Just catching and shooting. Oh no, that's Hardaway. Just catching and shooting 5 of 6 from three. This is what it is.
and Gordon Hayward, where are you,
Yeah,
Mister
yeah.
$130 million man? Where are you? You just sitting there.
Oh,
What?
oh, oh, oh. Cookies, cookies.
Oh boy.
See, cookies. You see what I'm telling you? They're gonna be motivated on the offensive end. Don't get it wrong. And this thing will snowball on them. They're down 17 now. Who is this young kid? Brown. Okay. Look like he a long drink of water. Okay, there he is. Okay, about 195, 200 pounds. Maybe.
Shout out to Matthew PV saying, "What's up, DJ and Coach? What's good?"
What's happening, Matthew? How you doing? Good to see you there, young G. There's Bert.
It looks like JT Thor's coming in the game.
He in the game.
He should have came in a long time ago. They getting boat race right now.
And he comes in and makes an impact right away. Comes in, watch what he does, family. Comes in, look how the basketball university work. Come in, the ball goes, gets right. He rebounds it, and throws it over to Terry. What?
Basketball
Knock
one
down
on one.
three. There it is, family. There it is. Look. Then it turn over the other way. See, I'm telling you, this Dallas team is not gonna play team anything. Okay, they're gonna get it, they're gonna go for theirs tonight. So, can't give Timmy Hardaway wide open jump shots. Nice, Cody. And I was really glad to see good finish by PJ. Really glad to see the referees not call a foul. See the energy since Thor's been put in the game, family? See how Thor lifted the energy up on the team? Since they brought him in, 2 turnovers, 3 baskets.
Man, he's out there doing his thing, man. Man, that again bad deep. Coach Joe, 37 points in the first quarter, not the first half. 37 points in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
This team cannot defend a lick at all.
See, my issue with them, DJ, you're absolutely right. Is not just that they're not defending. They can't defend. They're not defending. is that they're not even playing good offense right now. They're not even matching Dallas offensively right now in their energy. That's what I don't like. They in their own building, their own gym. But I'm telling you, it's that pressure. Telling you, they didn't got many of their players back. Two things: having Terry back in the lineup changes the vibration of this team family. Okay, when you had all them young dudes out there playing and Oubre leading them and Miles doing his thing, they was just playing free. They ain't playing free right now on the offensive or defensive end. But they just started when Thor came in. Thor's energies and lifted them up. So I like that.
And the crazy part, they can still come back in this game, but they got
Oh
to
well,
buckle down.
Dallas gonna let him back in because again, the guys on the Dallas and DJ, they ain't guarding nobody. Look at the Hornets is just missing shots and not moving it enough right now. That's all. They just missing shots. Oubre been shooting really well from 3-point land. So far, it ain't going for him right now, and it's okay. For those who've been following Steph, like I have, in his race to, I think when I stopped looking at him earlier, I think he was 5 away from the 3-point uh, record in history in NBA, passing Ray Allen, and he's struggling, and the closer he's getting to it, because psychologically it's messing with him. Because that's how it is. This ain't a game. This game just ain't about physical. It's mostly about it's mental. Most of it is.
True, and it's, like Mobley said, 37 points without Luka playing in this game is a
Yeah.
epitome of embarrassment.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. This team is last in defense.
There's Trey Burke. Nobody in a help position family. See, so what they do, they put Miles on an island with a little guy who is a professional scorer. Trey Burke is, and he just did what professional scorers do. Good shot, JT.
Trent says Trey Burke balling. He hype off the of those Wolverines, his former alma mater, playing Georgia, and to see if the college football playoff this weekend. Yeah, man, he's turned up for that. Shout out to those Wolverines, man. I hope they get the win. I'm not rooting for Georgia at all, because when you lose your
Night.
chance to win a conference championship game, you blow it like they did against Bama. Yeah,
And you get rewarded with a second chance.
hmm this is why I need the Pac-12 to be good again. When USC was doing their thing, and Coach Joe, you remember the Pete Carroll USC teams.
Absolutely.
I mean, no matter if it was
Absolutely.
SEC, ACC, Big 12, they was whooping some tail.
They coming. They getting ready to come back to that. It's cycles. It's coming back with
Oh
this
yeah.
with this new with this new hire with Lincoln Riley. This is look. Let me just and DJ, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
California is a gold mine
Woo.
for I mean for anything you need. Okay, and if you can keep 30%, 35% of the top dudes in California home, man, please. Because think about
Not
it,
50%,
DJ.
but 30%. You know that's talent right there.
30%. I mean, because look at it. When they was doing their thing, when you mentioned Pete Carroll, where's Matt Leinart from? Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Reggie Bush from? San Diego County. See, so it's here. It's and them dudes, and you gotta have a name. You gotta have a rep. You gotta have some weight about yourself. You can't be no lightweight. And that's what they've been trying to do. SC been trying to do what Charlotte's doing, this flea market stuff you always talk about, DJ. You can't do that, man. Everything got to be top,
I got
man.
I
Are
gotta
you
say this,
crazy?
Coach. Did you know since that hire, Lincoln? I
Say that
mean,
again.
since the Lincoln Ryan
Riley
Riley
Highland?
hire, they have
Huh?
signed 3 5 stars
Really?
and what it was 3 5 stars and 2 4 stars off the
Wow.
2022 and 23 classes.
Wow.
So that's
Okay.
and again, Alabama's quarterback went to Mater Dei, the one that won the Heisman.
Facts. Facts.
What's his name? Young, Bryce
Yes,
Young.
right. Facts. Bryce Young. Facts.
So you get them California guys, you get them Florida guys, that you're gonna win.
And then you sprinkle in them Texas dudes and them Illinois
Mm-hmm.
dudes. You got a few little sprinkles here and there, but the lion's share, most of the Pac-12, and a lot of as we just said, talk about Alabama's quarterback. A lot of them dudes around the nation, you see the big ones, get away, but they didn't get away during Pete Carroll's era.
Oh yeah, you
No,
couldn't even get them in his
no,
era.
no, no, no. No, wasn't no getting away. DJ, those were the years when I was at Dominguez, and Pete Carroll was on our campus a lot, dude.
Oh,
Saw him
that's
all
dope.
the time, talked to him.
They say he's a cool dude though.
40.
Let me read some of these comments.
What happened? Oh, there he is.
Ryan Blake says, "Show the game." I would love to show the game, but I'm not trying to have my channel flagged. Nope. I do that. There won't
Especially
be a
over this
DJ
game.
trying to cut truth. That's why I don't show the game.
Right.
And that's why the other YouTubers don't do it either. They know what's up. Seno Israel says, "How long is Melo going to be out?" I mean, it's been 10 days. See, this is why Coach Joe said that on a previous live stream that he's not going to count the days with LaMelo's situation. Because remember, he was supposed to come back today. He still ain't back.
Facts. And we ain't
And I
heard
knew it.
nothing. And he ain't the only one still out. Jaden McDaniels is still out too.
Right.
Of that group that went out first.
Man, the Mavericks are shooting it up right now.
Yep. House money, baby. This is what happens when you let NBA players play with house money. Look at that young dude. Look at the young dude, Brown. I didn't even know who he was. He had Thor on. He was like, oh my God, I'm back in AAU.
Wait a minute. Who's Brown? Moses Brown. Yeah, I remember him. He played at UCLA.
Yes.
Man, I didn't realize. I knew he was tall, but I didn't think he was that tall.
Yeah, he is. He's a long drink of water, ain't he? And you see him trying to get down in the stands there. That was pretty impressive.
It was.
I must say. And he actually took a step. He didn't like stumble either. Wow. I'm like, wow, okay.
Marco says Melo usually bring them back at this time, but nah, they cook bearing a miracle. They trying to prove they're good without LaMelo. Give him the keys and stop hindering the process. Yeah, when they bring LaMelo back, man, I hope this game is a lesson that you need star point guards to win in this league. That's just the reality to it. I know they want to be. Well, it's not about LaMelo Ball, but what you seeing tonight, the Mavericks are winning 44-24. A great point guard makes things easier. And could you imagine if LaMelo didn't play for the Hornets?
Oh my
Tim
stars,
Hardaway with
Moses
another
just
3.
you ain't and Moses just blocked that shot like he was playing volleyball. What's this?
Oh,
What's this? That's a volleyball
oh.
block. See. I'm over here. Uh, uh, and I ain't gonna even call it low grade because I mean, look, I already said what needs to happen here, and it ain't happening. And if it don't happen, they gonna get their behinds blown out tonight. Okay, on that other side over there, you got professional scores over there. Okay, and them dudes just Doncic is a lot of their usage. He takes up a lot of that space over there. It's gone with him out. More people get to cook and show what they can do in real time. Them dudes are happy as all get out. Look at Porzingis again for three. Look at it, shooting it like he's shooting over cones in a drill in the gym. What is this crazy? But
That's
this
our
is what's going
store.
to have to happen for Borrego to go, family. Unfortunately, this is a
Hmm.
results-driven game and a sport. If they start getting blown, he will have to go.
Aquarian Warrior says, "My question is, are they going to finally recruit and play a black mobile quarterback?" Um, Malachi Nelson, that's the 5-star quarterback I was telling you, Coach.
Uh huh.
Uh, the mix, he's mixed, brother.
From
He's
where? Where
from
is he from?
California. He's from
Malachi.
California. I forgot the name of that school, but he's a 5-star in the 2023 class. Now
Okay.
they say he's the number 2 quarterback in the country. I think he's number 1. Uh, Arch Manning, who is uh, Peyton Manning's nephew, they got him number 1, but I don't think he's better than Malachi Nelson. I just think because of the name. I'm being very
Mm,
honest.
mm,
Yeah, because
mm.
Malachi Nelson, he can do it all. He can run, but he's kind of like he's like a taller Bryce Young. He's
Okay.
6'3",
Okay.
slender,
Okay.
but he
Oh,
can run, but he runs the pass.
okay.
Got a
Ooh,
strong
book night.
arm
Ooh,
too.
that was a foul. That was a foul. Exactly. Come on, now you gotta get that foul up.
Wait, is this score a true 50?
Oh no, no, they getting the socks beat off of them right now.
Oh, this is a fatality, coach. Finish him.
Yeah, they get it. Yeah. That's what this is right here.
Mobley said this is a damn shame. It's a shame the way you play like shit today.
It's a shame.
Shame. Oh
But they
man,
got, they got. But this is the thing, though, DJ. For me, is that one thing I love about it, and sports is always a constant reminder of that family. It's a mirror of life. It really is. It's just, but it's accelerated. We get to see it, with these guys in real time, what they're going through, what they're overcoming, what they have to deal with. I mean, as this kid Book Night with the ball, what must it have been like for him to sit on the bench like that, and he's the last uh, uh, player. Him and JT Thor were the last players in their draft class, and he's a lottery pick. Last player in their draft class to get in the game, to play,
hmm
to play. Now, for those of us that watch the Hornets, and I'll pause for a second because Miles Bridges hurt himself, and I'm hoping that it's nothing serious.
Yeah, I hope
It's
he's
his lower,
good too.
it's his lower leg. He's wincing. I'm hoping it was just a scare because with Mal, he's so strong and compact. Mal's like a linebacker. I mean, a defensive end. You know what I mean? Ain't he, DJ? And
Right.
he just big everywhere. You know what I mean? So sometimes when that big old body gets twisted up, he have to hey wait hold on, let me just see. Because Miles is tough. Yeah. So this Hornet situation here, they gonna have to make a decision. And the thing about family when you've got a um, generational talent. when you've got a guy like Lamelo on your team with that kind of talent, it accelerates the process. See, and as me and DJ been talking about here on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, the game within the game is that. What does that mean? That means it puts pressure, and that means that it accelerates, and the performances. Everybody's performance gets evaluated, as opposed. See, in many markets, many of us don't know who the GMs are. We speak about the GM on the Hornets all the time, Mitch Kupchak. We speak about him all the time. Most fans don't know, general fans don't know who the owners of five NBA players are. But we speak about Jordan all the time, and so we hold this front office accountable because we know what their job is, and when they're not doing their job, usually it's for one or two reasons. Either they can't do their job because someone is hindering them from doing it, someone above them, or they're incapable of doing their job. They're incompetent. They don't know nothing. They own one. See, and that's what these dudes are. They own one because they think they something that they not. And the only way they gonna get it through their head of what they really are is by getting thumped like now. Wake up calls.
Trent says Miles got blocked like 3 times. A merry-go-round, my brother.
And just FYI, guys, Miles is leading the league in minutes. Miles is playing his behind off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's 55-27. I've kind of kept my eyes off of the score, to be honest with you, purposefully. Kind of. I really have.
Yeah,
I
you
knew
have
they were
to.
winning. Yeah, I knew they were winning, but I just didn't know. I didn't want. I'm ignoring it, kind of. But God, dog. I mean, this ain't no 55-27 team, Dallas.
No.
Heavy to
And for
heavy to.
those who watch Dallas Mavericks play, Luka does so much for the team that you really think and say, wait, he does everything for the team. This is not a team where you should be losing this bad.
Facts.
Remember, they're
And DJ, I'm
missing
gonna point out the
players.
problem. Right here, this problem here with this last play with Oubre. Okay. When he stole that ball, there were 2 Hornets ahead and 1 Maverick. He easily could have passed that ball off and got somebody and got the team an easy basket. Instead, he decided to take it to the basket to get an and one, to get himself off. I'm just telling you that's what happened. I'm not saying he should have did it or shouldn't have did it, but that's what he did. And that erodes the continuity of a team. You can believe that. See, now on this one possession here, Oubre gets the second shot, gets another shot at the basket. He's going to the free throw line again.
Shout out to the OG Ant Learn.
See,
He said, can we trust this organization to do right? I don't think this organization will pull the trigger and make big trades. I don't see it either, brother. That this is a arrogantly run franchise that thinks that they have everything you need to be a contender, and that's just not the facts at all. I hope they do right, but my conscience and my mind tells me that the Hornets will just stand pat. If they ever do a move, it will be a cheap move because they're the flea market of the NBA. But that would be about it.
my mind keeps telling me no, 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 no.
You see what Adler said? Adler, bro, this is so true. He said they're just hoping to make the playoffs. That's exactly the team they are. Oh, we
Facts.
made the playoffs. We had a good season.
I'm wishing on a dream to follow what it means. Doom, doom. I mean,
Coach Joe.
that's what this is. But that's why, at least with Melo's in there, it's entertaining, it's hopeful. When Melo's not in there, this is what it is. You're looking at it,
Man,
family.
Dre Day with the comment of the day. We have a lot of great comments by our subs. This one I'm
Mhm.
highlighting. He said they losing because they not playing the ball way.
Facts. Shout out to the big baller himself and Tina Ball, the ballers, the original
Hmm.
ballers.
You know what type of ball way they playing? They playing that ISO ball way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And look what it gets you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See. To me, it's only one dude out there, and he just made a shot. He missed his. Who can get cooking right now out there, just really quickly? And that's Book Night right now. Oubre can too, but Oubre's not on right now. But Book Night can. Yeah, yeah. They caught you sneaking. They caught you sneaking, Book Night. Yeah, yeah. He caught you sneaking. Yeah, that's all right. Just say he caught you sneaking. Oh, he called a. Oh, they called him for a T. Yeah, you're a young boy. You can't be talking to the referees. Can't be talking to the referees. Uh, uh, uh. See, but he frustrated. See. You got to understand what we need out there. That's on the floor right now. They need PJ to pick up his energy. They need Cody Martin to start guarding somebody. You ain't out there, Cody, to score points. Your brother had a good game in Miami the other day, scored 28 points. Shout out to the other Martin who's balling. So you felt like you had to come in and do something as well, and you did. But that was an anomaly. What you are is a role player. Get back to rolling. Okay, and that's what I want to see. Like right now, he just harassed Porzingis into a miss, but they didn't get the rebound. Oh, it must have been a turnover. He harassed him into a miss by doing what? Being Cody, guarding the way Cody's supposed to. Get back into your lane, fellas, and start playing the way you're supposed to play. See, that's what a real coach would have these guys doing. Instead of out here perpetrating, looking like frauds, 31-56. Fraud what? Fraud NBA players.
Hmm.
31-56.
I'm not gonna lay off Gordon Hayward because how in the hell you gonna have only 1 point off a free throw the whole game? Again, this organization, you don't know where they're going. Most teams, when you have players who are ascending and the player you spend a lot of money on is not producing, they're usually traded. I've seen it happen so many
Facts.
times in the NBA. I've seen it
Facts.
where teams were fed up with a player because they weren't living up to their contract, trade them, and did not care if they ate up some of that cap space.
Facts.
But this
Because
is the
again,
Charlotte Hornets without Lamelo. This is what it looks like.
fact. See, because what you're talking about is this is when the basketball gods bless you with a transitional talent, somebody who is generational. If you don't reciprocate with your energy and do the best you can, then you're gonna lose that, baby. Ask Milwaukee how long it took them before Giannis showed up when they lost Kareem. Ask the Orlando Magic what kind of headache they still dealing with since losing Shaq. Hmm. How about the Charlotte Hornets here, the one the team we're looking at that allowed Jerry West to swindle them out of Kobe Bryant?
Talk to him, coach.
Are they still paying for that when you think?
Yeah.
They actually accepted Vlade Divac for Kobe. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't know. See, you don't get to just do that kind of stuff. When the basketball universe blesses you, you reciprocate it with your energy. You may not get it all right, but you get some of it right. How many pieces on this team can I realistically say in my mind should be going along with Melo, should be a part of the core. I see one dude, Miles Bridges, and I'm starting to see a second one with Book Night. But Book Night got to play, so we can see so he can grow and we can see what we got. But right now what they got Miles and Melo. That's it.
I like what Book Knight's doing, though. I like how he's aggressive. Uh, he's doing more than he's not even a starter. He's doing more
Facts.
than the
This
starters
is a second,
as well.
this is a second run, DJ, ain't it?
Right, it is.
It's a second run. His behind been riding the pine.
After Book Knight had that 24-point game, and I was on Twitter, and so many people were saying in the comments, I couldn't believe he had that game in him. Well, he's been having that game in him.
Oh,
It's not his fault the coach don't want to play young guys.
facts. Facts.
Mobley says Book Knight and Melo. That's what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. When
Well, I
they
mean,
make their move.
and part of the reason for that, for me, in my mind, is because I've said this all along, family. When they're playing well, when Terry's playing well and Gordon's playing well, when they're playing well, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. It hasn't produced pretty much anything except what it's produced, self highlights. Hasn't really worked toward or moved the needle in any appreciable way. It hasn't. So, can we see something new then?
Beeswax says I had so much faith in Charlotte this year. I want LaMelo cards to go up, but it's not looking like an all-star team that has the mojo without their second-year player. They need their third-man star. The Hornets got the pieces to get somebody. I'm at a point. If they get a Mo Bamba in the trade, I'm elated because he could defend. The contract will be cheaper. He's tall. He's athletic. And if Mo Bamba was on another team instead of a struggling Orlando Magic team, everyone would view him in a different way. But I definitely see his talent. I don't know
Facts.
what the goals of the Hornets are.
I'm with you on that, DJ. I'm not clear either. I'm not clear of what the look at Porzingis. He out there batting the head, batting the ball after he didn't just out here abusing these dudes. He out here hitting it with his head like he's playing soccer to really just embarrass them and let them know I'm not from here. Where I come from, we play soccer. So I know that's our sport. So I'm gonna just give a shout out to my folks. Bang. And I'll take that T or delay of game or whatever it is. This is how, to me, how bad they getting their behinds whooped tonight. They're getting disrespected in their own gym, on their own floor.
Yeah, this is looking like a funeral right now.
Yeah, and there was a play earlier where Porzingis made a three, or somebody made a three, and I wanted to point out there how that was Terry's fault. He led the man into the double so Miles could pick him up. He's supposed to go back to his man. Instead, he goes all the way and doubles the man at the top and leaves the other guy, his man, wide open, a few feet away from him. It's like, Terry, what are you doing? You're a veteran. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to hedge, not double.
Oh man, now you gonna start letting Reggie Bullock hit threes now?
Hey, look, NBA dudes gonna make them you if they wide open and they got the green
Right.
light. When they got the green light, it's flying, baby. Don't get it
Oh
twisted.
Lord. Danny said I just got off, but what the hell is going on? Uh, JB baby.
No, thank you. That's right.
It's that JB ball and Gordon Hayward with a trash can three, meaning uh, the Mavericks had a comfortable lead. They didn't really care about him making that three.
Hmm. How about
Like
this,
go in here,
family?
shoot the ball. We don't care. We got a 70-43 lead.
Right. DJ, how you did you hear they canceled two of Chicago's games?
Y'all heard about that, but they didn't do it
Yeah.
with the Hornets.
Well, they got 10 players out.
Oh yeah, that's a lot more. That makes sense.
they got
Can't
10
fault.
players out, and the rule is you got to have at least 8 to play. They don't have enough to play.
Are they gonna make up those games, or they just permanently canceled?
No. They making them games up. Oh yeah, they ain't not gonna leave that money on the table.
Uh, How the NBA is. They gonna make that money up.
That's right. No.
And Learn says when everybody healthy on the Hornets, who is the first, second, and third option on the offense? That's a good question. What you think, OG?
Um, let me see. Okay. Melo first, Miles second, Terry third. And
That's
I
good.
mean, to me, healthy. This team has so many interesting pieces. I mean, they have so many interesting pieces when they're healthy, if they're all on the same page. See, Gordon, to me, when they're healthy, he should be coming off the bench. See,
You know what? I think he'll be excellent. Gordon Hayward, I mean, would be excellent as a six man. Again, this organization would never do that because they got so much pride.
well, I mean, it's pride, DJ, and I think it's also I think it's also it's a bad look. Okay, it's not a good look on a franchise when they become known as a team that will treat veterans wrong and will be disrespectful to veterans. See, it's a lot of politics, as you like to say as well, DJ. That's a part of this. It ain't just about who can play and who can't play. If it was just about that, then it would be a different conversation. But it's not. It's about economics and politics. So then that makes it just turns it into what the hell, who knows what. We need Sherlock Holmes on the case because it ain't gonna be what it's supposed to be. You can believe that. When it goes through that filter, though all those filters, before it gets to us, you better believe it ain't. It's gonna be mismatch. I was taking a bath. It's gonna be all kind of stuff. So this is where we are. So that's why when you said earlier, DJ, you don't know what they want. That to me is the issue. I still
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I know what Atlanta's trying to do. I know what Memphis is trying to do. I know what Phoenix is trying to do down there. I know what it's a few teams. I know what Toronto's trying to do. What they do down there. I don't know what the Hornets is trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to set up a system. And we're not being facetious here, family. I don't know if it's about a system. They're trying to set up a system and give us some kind of system that's a plug and play system, like a run and shoot, or or like what the I can't say the Spurs have doing, because the Spurs haven't done anything since they've had generational talent. When all of they generational talent left, Tony, Manu, Timmy, David, when the generational talent left, the consistency left too. The championships left too. And this ain't my opinion. This is what's happened. So I don't know what kind of system they're trying to put up. When Steph and them in the Golden State system wasn't on the floor and they couldn't put the generational talents out there, the wins they lost the most games in the history of their franchise. So all this whole system, I don't know what they're doing. I know this is a player-driven league, and if you don't have talent, you can't win no championships in this thing. And if you get a generational talent young and you don't know how to build on them, you will lose them, because there are people that know how to build around them. So that's all I know.
Man, good point, OG. Coach Ant Learn says, I don't think LaMelo first because Coach don't even run plays for him like he do for Hayward and Terry. I'll say this, in my conscience, I would say LaMelo get first dibs on every touches. Really, it should be the common sense way of doing things. But in reality of how JB works, he's probably going to have LaMelo as not the first option. Look at all the games this past season. Can we honestly say that LaMelo was the first option anytime this season? No.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
And it's a damn shame. So that's why him averaging, meaning LaMelo, averaging 28 and 8 as the third role guy, that's impressive.
DJ, those numbers are off the chain. Melo's numbers. See, this is why I don't think people understand where we're coming from. They take our Melo-holic stance and we support about Melo and think it's just about that. It's not. His numbers and what he's producing on the stage has put him in the MVP category, meaning put him in the conversation of top 10. Where he's at now at 20, family. I didn't say that. They're saying that out in the basketball world. Not our opinions are not putting him there. His production is putting him there. I read an amazing article the other day. A guy pointed out and said, people keep saying Miles should be the most improved player. He said, no, he shouldn't. Melo should. Melo, the dude on his team, if you look at his numbers and how all across the board his numbers have increased. And increased to what? To MVP type numbers and percentages. See?
Man, shout out to Trent, man. You see what Trent says? Trent says Coach JB knows if he makes LaMelo the first option, he's averaging 27 points a game easy. Yeah, LaMelo's having a double-double, almost a triple-double, if he was really the first option. I truly believe that.
Oh, no, triple-doubles almost every night. High
triple-doubles almost every night, high 20-point per game scores. That's what would happen if LaMelo was truly a first option.
Facts. But see, this is what their fear is, and why. And to me, why the reason that we're still talking about this, okay, is because their fear is that he's going to turn into Allen Iverson or a poor man's in other words, he's going to turn into a high usage player with low percentages everywhere. Shooting a Russell Westbrook. Okay, Russell's never been able to shoot percentages wise since he's been in the NBA, and he's won MVPs. Okay, but his percentages have never been very good shooting. but his energy has always been is Russell's thing. So what they're hoping is nothing. They kept saying it in the beginning of the year. They kept saying it. Mitch Kupchak kept saying it. Well, we hope Melo remembers his teammates, and what makes him
Right.
special is he's a pass first. This is what they're afraid of. So what y'all seeing and what me and DJ pointing out to y'all, what we have been seeing is that push and pull that the organization is going through. And we see it and we know what it's about. Nonsense and fear.
Nonsense and fear. They want to play dumb, coach, but we're seeing their little game. And like Ant
Yeah.
Learn pointed out, imagine LaMelo being the first option with a
Mm.
legitimate big.
Mm.
Not only an all-star, but for NBA first team. Scratch that. NBA MVP.
Without a
That's
doubt.
what it gets you if he's the first option player.
Without a doubt. Because you already the league pass darling. Right, DJ? Right?
True.
Last year they were
Uh-huh.
the league pass darling. This year when Melo played, they're the league pass darling. Okay, you done already made yourself relevant in terms of a franchise. You've done that already. You're on the radar. Okay, so now you're on the radar for what? To do what? What you gonna give us? You gonna give us a little bit? You gonna give us inconsistency? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna give us? You gonna take us on a ride and we gonna we gonna ascend or we gonna mark time? We gonna stand in place? Which one we gonna do? And Melo and them ain't about that. He ain't about that tap 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 tap. No, no. Melo's about what that shot against Milwaukee. That's what he's about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Melo's about Giannis at the end of the game. And I watch a lot of these games. He don't do this. I watched him wait for Melo as the other players from Milwaukee was dabbing him up. Wanting to get that picture with him. They know what people snapping. And they know what's happening. Giannis waited his turn. Okay, so and for some reason they took the jersey back from him. I don't know why they took it back from him. But Giannis's response was very interesting to me. He said they took it back, but that's okay. I'm gonna get another one. He was like, whatever, man. I understand. I ain't never heard of no stuff like that. Players exchange jerseys and then the NBA come by and tell one of the players, we got to have that back. What was that about? I don't know.
And Coach Joe, what was it? Now, when I was reading through these comments,
Mm-hmm.
when Ant Learn said he'll get the keys when it's contract year, uh, if the Hornets wait too long to give LaMelo the keys, and I want you all to listen clearly. Oh, he's out of there. Now, I already
Mm-hmm.
think he's out of there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I believe.
And no, DJ, we both do. I remember I said a long time ago, his first year, he was going to he going to wear a Laker uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe it too. If you look how the Ball family moves, they move pretty different.
Yep.
They never show their full hand, and what they do best is they like to surprise. Now, if they made that move, I wouldn't be surprised. But I tell you one thing, I tell you a team they wouldn't play for, and it may just show my Laker biases. They won't be playing for the Clippers. I cannot see that. I don't see that.
Superior Trucking, what's happening, my brother? How you doing? He says no player can exchange. Good to see you, Young G. No player can exchange uniforms here because of COVID. I hear you, and I'm with that. I just didn't hear that on the other side that they took Giannis's jersey away from Melo. See, that's the only problem. I just heard it one way, and I was searching for the other way. Who was reporting? I went to the Milwaukee's. blogs in the Milwaukee. I wanted. I mean, the Charlotte blogs. Did they take it? The one for Melo, Giannis's jersey for Melo. I didn't hear that they did. Did y'all hear that?
Mm. That's the problem, Coach. Trent says y'all pay attention to Jermaine Jackson's lives on IG. He straight critiqued players and the coaches subliminally throughout the course of last season and this year. Yeah, shout out to JJ, a real brother.
Right.
Um, yeah, I seen his IG lives. I'll tell you one thing. Um, he doesn't play around. He doesn't sugarcoat shit, and he's doing an excellent job of guiding Lamelo, just being there for
Facts.
him.
Facts. What is
He's
this?
played in the NBA, coach, right? And he
Facts.
understand
Facts.
how this league
Came
is.
out the mud. Came out the mud.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The hard.
also, we got 70 plus people in the chat. Make sure to get the likes up because you know how YouTube be tripping with the algorithm.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your family. As the third quarter starts, and this season, uh, the Hornets have been a very good third quarter team. So let's see if they're gonna be a good third quarter team today. They're not starting out this half so far. They're not rebounding the basketball. This will be Dallas's third attempt at a basket because they're not taking care of their boards. So, Boston beat Milwaukee tonight. That's a huge win
Wow.
for 117-103. I don't know if Giannis played or not.
And Larry says, in the words of LL Cool J, I'm going back to Cali. 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 I'm going to sing that song too when it happens.
Absolutely. Wow, there we go, Miles. The first basket, Miles going to the basket using his strength. And as y'all know, Miles is ambidextrous, really ambidextrous. I mean, he can in the game, he shoots with both hands.
It's interesting take. Between the Game Sports said the guidelines for COVID will never be consistent. It never is. That's why I question it. They're all over the place. They don't even know what they're doing. Trent, or seen that one. African Warrior
Oh, there's
says it.
his first three. I'm gonna tell you. See the energy. I'm seeing that something about this team, man. And Dallas will let them back in the game, DJ. You can believe that because they not out there to win. To me, they ain't out there committed to winning. They ain't playing no defense. They ain't played none really this whole game, as far as I'm concerned. They just been better offensively. Um, uh, but they making Dallas feel them, and that's what they have to do. They must have Dallas make Dallas feel them. Oubre with the three.
Between the Game Sports says, will Charlotte go ahead and try to deal for Miles Turner? I doubt it because Charlotte has never shown any of us that's listening that they're willing to do whatever they can to build a winner. So I'm going to say a no on that. I wish they did, but I'm going to say a no on that because I can't trust this organization.
I'm gonna say this. Um, I actually, I considered it because I watched a little of the Golden State Indiana game before this one came on, and and I thought about what Miles said just so recently. I'm glad you brought him up, DJ, and the chat did too. Brought him up because he's been squawking about he wants to leave. He doesn't want. He feels like his time in Indiana. They don't appreciate him. He said they consider him in his mind a glorified role player. I think is what he that word he used. Did you hear that, DJ?
Wait, your volume's low. Can you hear me?
Can I can hear you? I hear you good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you repeat that?
Oh, yeah, I said. Did you hear what Miles Turner said in the media the other day?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
Yeah, he said that he's feeling he's being disrespected by the team and organization in Indiana.
Oh,
Nice
I
basketball
seen that
player,
one. Is that the one where
and
he said um, that he feels less valued?
he
That he
feels like
doesn't
a
feel like a
glorified
franchise
role
player?
player. No, he thinks the franchise considers him a glorified role player.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear it. I did
Okay.
hear it.
Okay. So, you know, as I think about Miles Turner, if we think about Miles Turner, right? Uh, the Hornets, Melo's had pretty good games against them, except that playoff game, obviously, where they blew them out. But when you think about those other games, DJ, in your mind, can you remember Miles Turner being the focal point or getting off in any of those games?
Honestly, no.
No, me either. Me either. And so, in light of his comments, I watched him today a little more closely. Meaning, every time he was in the game, the first I just watched his feet because big men always watch their feet because their feet will tell you if they're athletic, how athletic they are, and if they can play NBA high level NBA basketball. Because you got to have good feet if you're a big man. So I watched his feet, and his feet are pretty good when he decides to play with them. A lot of what he does is pacing himself. But what I did notice though is that he's the bigger of the two between him and Sabonis. But they don't. Sabonis is clearly the big man there. So I see what the brother's saying. He needs to be out of there. He's bigger than Sabonis, and he's a forward, and Sabonis is the big man.
Between the game sports says Dallas will forever be a second tier team. They have one person on their team that's legit starter. In my opinion, the roster is full of role players. That I agree. But
Yep.
they're outdoing the Hornets right now. But the Hornets are playing so bad anybody can. I mean, it looks like anybody can destroy the Hornets right the way they're playing tonight. And the
Well,
veterans ruined.
they dug themselves a big hole, DJ, that
Yeah,
they
they
may
did.
not be able to get out of. They used to doing this Houdini stuff. You know what I mean? They're used to this. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And always, and you got to have some kind of identity. I understand, and as opposed to none. So the identity of we gon' no lead is too protected against us. We can always come back. I get it. Everybody needs something, but if you play to that, then it can do something, and maybe they need to do that. But in order to be that team, you got to get Hayward out of there. He got to get out of the mix of there because he's going to be the reason that you can't consistently do that.
So it's 74-57. Now, Coach Joe was right. Let's see if the Hornets continue to make a run. They kind of chipped the lead away. So the Dallas Mavericks still have a 74-57 lead, but it's a lot better than what it was a couple minutes ago. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Well, they started playing. We started seeing them getting them to them a little bit more, and not like letting Dallas just move around as they see. Just have a nice walk in the park. We just gonna go scrimmage the fellas down the road. It ain't too serious. Sort of like a glorified All-Star game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what it looked like. That's kind of what it looked like to me earlier. And this team does not have the kind of talent to play that way. They don't. Okay.
Danny says word is because Melo's jersey from the night will be vintage. That's what I truly believe right there. I think they use the COVID policy, protocol, whatever, as a facade of what they were trying to do.
Mhm.
Lamelo made history that night. and all of a sudden they take that jersey away. Yeah, I'm gonna believe that what you just said.
Well, DJ, we know it's a game within the game. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the sad part is that we can't dismiss it. That's what's so to me. That's the penalty that we pay is that we don't get to be able to just believe. We got to look at
Right
it skeptically. See.
now, Coach, do you think the Hornets are gonna make a deeper run in this quarter, or
If
you think they're gonna?
if JB pushes the right keys, get the right people in at the right time. See what we see they can, but see the problem is that it's got to be fluid. And JB has shown to me that he's not that kind of a coach. He's not the kind
Right.
of a coach to me that's that can on the move make those things. So make those moves. So, but I think they can because again, this Dallas team to me is not a defensive minded team. So they're gonna let you back in the game. Make a few runs. Put about 4 runs together where you make about 4 baskets, Hornets. You make about 4 baskets in a row, and you get about 2 stops. And if you do that, you can start you putting the pressure on them, making them feel like they got to do a little bit, play a little less free. Like right now, Oubre is guarding Beck, but they just gave Hardaway a wide open three, and I mean Finney Smith a wide open three, and Terry stood behind and just watched it. I
Man, is I've never
I
said
mean
this about
Oubre,
Terry
excuse me, not
Rozier.
Terry Oubre.
Coach Joe, I've never said this about Terry Rozier, but I'm questioning is that brother on is he in the upper room right now?
No, he's just it's taking Terry. Remember how he was playing when he first came back from that injury.
Yeah.
They took him along. He looked like he was almost in the upper room, and then he's kind of found himself. That's what it's going to take him a while to get his legs back under him.
Old
His
man
bones.
Gordon Hayward with the step back.
Yeah. And they're not going to do it with this Ole defense. See, this would look like the first half. Trey Burke going to the basket uncontested. Ole.
Ole, 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 ole. No defense. No defense. You can always count on the Hornets not to play no defense. Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, they kind of DJ the answer to that question. Nah, they had they had this window where they could have cut it to about 15. That would have been huge, and instead they didn't do that, and so now that Burke layup was and then that
Oh,
Burke
they
layup
adding on.
or
Finney
led to
Smith.
the Hardaway three. Now Finney Smith's layup. There we go. Momentum
And-
squash.
and here's the thing, Trent. He said Borrego can't blame Melo for defensive deficiency tonight. When LaMelo was out, and correct me if I'm wrong, for anybody's in the chat, Coach Joe, anybody, when LaMelo was out, they were still giving up a lot of points. Still giving up a bunch of points. That was the problem. Because remember, Coach Joe, they would say, "Oh, Lamelo's defense and that," but Lamelo's out there getting steals. He's being active.
No. Melo's in the top in the top 10 in 3 categories in defensive statistics. So I don't want to hear no defense stuff.
I mean, it's not
Top
Lamelo's
10,
fault.
DJ. Top 10 in 3 separate categories. Two for sure, and the other one might be top 15, which is steals. So I don't want to. I don't. That's a lame. That's lame. That's somebody that's not watching the games.
They clearly not, because it's not LaMelo's fault that this damn coach want to play the auto zone defense all willy nilly. He will live and die by his own. Again, this stuff comes to coaching.
And see defense and effort. Not only is a pride thing, it's also it's an internal thing. See, it's an internal thing. Uh, many brothers and sisters, many basketball aficionados, people have been watching the game from my generation. One of their critiques of this generation's basketball is the fact that they don't feel like the kids are tough enough. They're not they only care about offense, and they not really care about there's no pride in the game. There's no pride in getting out there and kicking butt. I think it is. I think it does exist. I just think it exists differently. And to me, Melo has that. And it's that it thing your father was talking about, DJ. See,
Mm-hmm.
when Melo is out there playing, when it's his team and he's out there doing these things that he's doing defensively, it will energize the rest of them dudes because they will know this is the level that we must play at. But when it's not Melo's team and he's out there playing like this, then it's individual people that will see what Melo is doing and then take some pride within themselves and will try as well. But it won't be a team thing, an organization thing. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Melo's passing and Melo's ball movement has infected. Charlotte has incorporated that into their team. So since they've been out, we see that their assists and moving the ball, it does happen, even though he's not there, because they have adopted that. But that's offense. The games are won when you can combine both defense and offense.
And you know, a coach's job is to also preach to his team about defensive intensity and execution. It goes hand in hand. Not to say it's 100% responsibility of a coach to have his players to play better defense, but they both go hand in hand. One doesn't go over the other. And just looking at the sidelines, looking how JB coaches like he has like he thinks he has a team full of established veterans. In all honesty, he doesn't.
No, he
Gordon
doesn't.
Hayward's been into some playoff teams, but he was really the third or fourth option. He was never the guy. And then you're surrounded by role players and other players who never won at the big stage. And that's why he's getting, like Trent said, he's getting his butt whooped by Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd right now is coaching circles over JB.
Facts.
And JB's getting exposed. That's why I'm just sitting back chilling.
Because DJ, Porzingis is not having like a Kevin Durant night like what Kevin had the other night against Detroit when his team
Right.
was struggling. He had 53 or whatever. Porzingis ain't doing that. So this is role players. This is the Dallas role players playing better than the Hornets role players, and the Hornets are at home. That's what this is.
Trent, they do. Borrego fans, I've never seen a fan base, the Borrego fans, that defend this coach. Now, these are the fans that kept saying it's not about LaMelo. See, I knew that was strike one. Because when you
Yep.
draft a player, let's say it's not even LaMelo, let's say it's anybody. Let's say it's Anthony Edwards or any of the top players in that 2020 draft. You go around saying it's not about your top 3 pick. I knew that was a red flag. That's why I don't pay them no mind. They defend this
Facts.
coach. What are they gonna say now after this loss? That
Beat down. Beat down.
yeah, this ass whooping. They get it.
So beat down.
Finney Smith with another 3. God, how many threes are they shooting? Let me look at this. It's raining threes tonight.
The Crown says, greetings, DJ and Coach Joe. Greetings to you, The
Shout out
Crown.
to
How
you,
you
man.
doing? Shout out. Woo! Timmy Hardaway knocking it down. I got a soft spot in my heart for Timmy Hardaway because his father is from Chicago, like I am, and one of my mentors coached at his school, and so I have a warm spot in my heart for both father and son. So I'm very happy to see Timmy Hardaway Jr. get the bag and doing his thing in the NBA.
Yeah, shout out to his father, man. He played at UTEP, didn't he?
He sure did.
Yeah.
He sure did with that
When I
killer
was younger,
cross.
I used to think he was from because I think he played for the Heat or somebody, and
Hmm.
they say he's from UTEP. And I used to think, when you're young, starting to look at
Hmm.
basketball, I used to think that he's from Texas. And then I found out he's
Okay,
from Chicago.
right. Yeah, he started out with Golden State there, with Chris Mullins and Mitch Richmond. They used to call them TMs.
Run
TMs.
TMC.
Yeah, Run TMC. Yeah, exactly. Before Steph Nim, and he's the one who made it popular. Killer crossover. Tim Hardaway. Go Google for the young family. Go Google Tim Hardaway Senior's crossover. His highlights. Boy, it'll blow you away because he was
Hey,
something
Coach
special.
Joe, who you got? Who you got? Better handle, Tim Hardaway Sr. or Allen Iverson?
Oh, AI has some amazing handles, man. That's a good one. I have to say probably AI
Yeah,
because
he crossed.
his handles AI's handles had to get him everywhere because he was so small.
I don't know a player that didn't get
And not
crossed
that it
over. Like
didn't. You're not. Oh yeah. No, you ain't
we
lying. I'm sorry.
we said, OG.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, you, I think Allen Iverson during that era crossed every elite player up.
Facts.
Seemed like every game was crossing people up.
Yep. And he had that strong cross, just like when it hit you, it looked like it stunned you. It was just very very demonstrative.
Hey, I can honestly say, man, if the Hornets weren't like the starters weren't going to perform and show up, they might as well should have called Jello. Might as well
Right,
get him some run if you don't want to show up.
right.
Looking pathetic tonight. Antler says the UTEP two step.
Yeah, the UTEP two step. Yeah, Timmy could play, boy. And he was a real uh, 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 a pro. He was a real pro, boy.
One thing about UTEP when it comes to all sports, basketball, football, track, you name it, they have a good connection with California because they're like all the way out on the other side of Texas,
Mm.
like on the western side of Texas.
Right, right.
So like, it takes a while to get to El Paso from Dallas or
Mm.
Houston. It takes
Mm.
takes like eight to 9 hours.
Yeah, Texas is huge geographical land mass, huge.
The Crown says, sit down, Hayward, and bring Thor for 5 minutes and see what happens. He kept out book night too long. He did. He definitely did. 91-69. That's not a That's not an error score. That's the factual score, 91-69. They getting they butts whooped. This is a fatality. But hey, man. Hey, they didn't need Melo. That's what they kept telling us. What do I know?
Yeah, Thor should be in the game without a doubt. I mean, you know what I mean. Um, uh, y- it goes back to what you said earlier, DJ. We don't know what this team is, what they're really up to. They say one thing and then they say something else, and we have to look at the crowd and see the two Latino brothers sitting there, one with a Hornets shirt on, one with a Dallas shirt on. You can see that neither one of them look happy. One got a Hornets jersey, the other one got a Dallas Mavericks jersey. None of them look happy. Like, what did we come? What did we come to see tonight? We came to see
Trent
this.
said
I thought we. Go ahead.
Trent says Braga wasn't yelling at any of his players tonight. So now he has sympathy for the players because they're undermanned. Take Gordon, Terry, Miles out due to protocol. Melo was playing, he'd be mad. Yeah, he would have been yelling at Lamelo, talking about he taking too many shots when the other players are out. All that politic talk. Yeah, all that would have happened if the roles were reversed.
Mm-hmm. Facts. 91-71. Porzingis is back at the line. Oh, he breaking them free throws. He was Memphis put a whooping on Philly tonight. Interesting. Ja must be back. Ja was out with that protocol too.
Man, shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. They just found a way, coach.
Yeah, yeah. They got a bunch of scrappy dudes down there that play hard. You know. Oh, there's Thor. Okay, Thor's in the game. I mean, I even gave JB credit for having Thor in the game. Stop trying to slip the screen. These dudes try to do that too much, slipping too much, just to try to get a doggone shot. Don't realize a good screen helps the other man get open, gives up options, and lets you get open as well. Everybody want to shoot, want to slip, slipping away. Look at PJ. What was that? Looked like a hook shot taught by somebody that got lessons out of a crackerjack box. I mean, what the hell was that? I mean, he threw that thing. You see that thing he threw up there, DJ?
I don't know what that was. I
And
don't know
said he
who
beat
taught him that.
and said he beat Philly without John tonight. What?
Mm.
No John.
They
Philly
that's
got.
that's the team that got an identity right there. Memphis.
Wow,
You can't count that team out.
man. What did HL kids say there, DJ?
HL Kid said, my brother got a few kids. He coaching, playing for UTEP right now. The star wide receiver, one of the brother's kids, he coached since he was 7. Uh,
Oh,
is it Cohen? Because that's a bad boy right there. Cohen. I forgot his first name. His last name is Cohen. He's a sophomore, but he's an NFL prospect. There's Cohen, and then there's that other guy from LA. They got 2 California. They got 2 West Coast receivers. They got one from Arizona and one from Cali.
Huh. Okay.
McCrean Daniel says Jacob Cohen. Yep, that's a bad boy, man.
Okay, there you go. DJ be on it, boy.
If it's a sport in Texas, I would know. If you're a star and you're in Texas playing college sports, I would know.
Mm.
He said, "Yeah, that's him, DJ." Yep, I remember seeing him play against UTSA. The
Mm.
other one from Arizona, yeah, he's good too. But Cohen is the number one receiver for Utah.
Mm. Okay.
McCree Dan said, "Coach, where you get those phrases from?" Yeah, that old school spirit, man.
Yeah, that old school spirit, man. Our people with, one thing about our people, but we've always had a great sense of humor, always had an
Yes.
ability to make the best out of, whatever situations and, we had to deal with. And, yeah, just growing up around our people, man, we always been, just amazing to me. Amazing to me.
And Coach Joe, this is how spiritual and just how mentally tough our people was, despite what all going on. They were some singing folks
Facts.
through
Facts. Facts.
all the
Through it
pain,
all.
and
Facts.
they'd be like,
Facts. Facts. I mean,
Yep,
I hear my mama in the kitchen humming many a day, boy.
right.
Worried about her kids or her husband. you know, in that order. Kids first, husband second. Because I had a big family, and some of us was always into something.
Right. It was always that one that just, like, oh boy,
Yes, yes.
getting
Oh,
into
oh,
something.
that's right. It's
Ain't a
always
bad
that.
kid at all, just getting into something.
That's right. Just always in some. Tupac put it this way. He said, "Young doing dumb stuff."
Right. Can you imagine?
Young
Can you
doing
imagine if
dumb.
Tupac Shakur was alive today?
Mm, mm, mm. No, it'd
He
be a
would have
different
had a
day.
lot to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His voice would be so loud. Because his love, his passion,
Right.
his courage. It's just on another one. Just on that other in that other place. Somebody said about the Philly that Joel Embiid and Seth didn't play either. So again, that was coaching then. Role players playing against role players, and clearly the Memphis coach got more out of his role players than the Memphis dude did. I mean, than the Philly dude, than Doc did. Than Doc could get out of his.
See, that's the problem with the Hornets, man. Not a lot of their player. Again, credit to the Memphis Grizzlies. Every time I watch the Grizzlies, even when Ja and other players not out, the backups that come in, they believe that they can win any game,
Facts.
and that's credit to their coach. TV says Book Knight's play. I think Book Knight is playing solid. He's not asked to do a lot because a lot of players, a lot of the starters, trying to get their own shots
Yep.
instead of trying to play to win, and that's why they're losing. HO Kid said my brother got 11 kids coming out of his high school this year. Hey, that's impressive. 11
Wow.
D1 kids.
Wow, that's great. It's a lot of kids. Yeah, that's a charging foul. If somebody who said it's a charge, the Crown said it. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at this. That's a charging foul on Oubre. Oubre's out of control, and just ran the dude over. And why this is taking so long? I mean, this is one of the things that the NBA got to do. They got to fix this situation here. It should not take this long. This ain't Braille. I mean, come on, family. We all got eyes. We can see. Okay, y'all supposed to be the officials, and you got somebody in Secaucus and somebody over in this place and that place, and y'all supposed to be looking at it. And I mean, come on, man, it shouldn't take this long over a charge and a blowout at 98-71. Come on.
Credit to Jason Kidd. You can tell he watches film on the Hornets. He's like, I'm sure he told his team, we're not giving this team any life.
Mm-mm. No, 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 because
It's a
they like,
four-quarter game when you play against the Hornets because they like to come back and
yeah, Well, one thing about them, they do have dudes that can score, and they do
Right.
have dudes who when you give them the green light, when they get the green light, they can fill it up. I mean, the Hornets. I don't know if they still are, but for much of this season, this young season, they've led the league in scoring.
They have. If I'm
Yeah,
if I'm Coach James or regular, I'm letting the young guys play to finish out the fourth quarter because the young players, JT Thor, Book Knight, they've been playing
Kai
hard.
Jones.
Kai Jones, let them play because the veterans, all they'll do is stat pad, and it's a lost cause.
Right.
Especially Gordon Hayward, he doesn't need to be playing another second in this game. He
Yeah,
obviously
I
wasn't
think
into the
he's
game.
out. I think he's out. I think he took Gordon out. I'm hoping he did. Let me look on the bench and see if Gordon is in when they get over there. If he's got his sweats on, he should have ice on his knees, and he should have his sweats on.
Shout out to Crown for the $10 super chat to help grow this channel out. He said, Coach Joe, DJ, please keep doing what you're doing. Family, please support the brothers. Also, for those who are on, make sure to donate to Coach Joe. He's done a lot to sharing his wisdom. Shout out to Cody Martin for the 3, by the way. Coach Joe, $base cat. I repeat, donate to Coach Joe at $base cat. Thank you for giving to the channel. And we do it for the people, man. This is the people's channel.
Facts. You gonna get it straight how we say it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is he taking Book Night out the game?
And
Oh, Terry needs some run, DJ. He got to get
yeah,
his
that
run.
makes sense. That's why I said only Gordon Hayward. I can understand Terry Rozier playing. Hey, Coach Joe, I know I'll never do this, but if I ever act like Tyrone Koppel from the Jamie Foxx show and start acting boozy, man. Hi, I'm okay. Hi, I'm Ramon Rodriguez, and I'm interviewing Mr. Bubba Sloan. I'm not going to criticize your coach because I'm part of old media, but you played a really good game, even though you shot 2 for 19. Please tell me your performance. Sounding all proper and shit. I couldn't be doing that. My dad, God rest his soul, he will slap me in the back of my head if I ever act fake like that. Hi, I'm Ramon Roberts.
Well, if you ain't in a movie, you better not be doing
And
it.
I'm interviewing we're part of 123 Sports. I want to say that Coach James Borrego is doing a salacious job. He has his players playing as one. He is the best coach that Lamelo has had. Now, I'm here to ask all the questions. And by the way, viewers, I repeat, I will not criticize the coach. I want to keep my job.
Hey, you
I
know
want
what
to
I
be.
just heard? You know what I just heard you say, DJ?
What's up?
You know what I heard you say is what came out. I don't know what you said, but what came out was, see, look at here. See that coach over there. He's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See that dude right there. That dude right there is the bomb, man. See that dude right there. Dude is it, man. That dude is the bee's knees, man. Man, that dude is groovy, brother.
Right. And learn like, man, I was out of commission for a little bit battling
Oh,
COVID. Man,
shame.
I'm glad you're back, Aunt Learn, man. I'm glad you're back and
Man, so
doing
glad to
well.
hear that. So glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. That you back, my brother,
Grain of laugh.
and
Hi, I'm Ramon Roberts, part of 1234 Sports,
1, 2, 3,
where
4.
we will not offend anyone to get our structure. I want to say, when we conduct our interviews, we will not be asking any tough questions to not offend our boosters and our affiliates. It's nothing personal. I want to move up. I'm being honest. I want to move up in position
Right. You
because
looking for the
once you go white, everything's all right.
right on, Ramon. Great job,
Ramon
Ramon.
Roberts.
That is spot on, Ramon. You have been a wonderful reporter. And
Oh
we here at
yes, yes,
1234 Sports, we are so lucky to have you. We are just
yes,
peachy keen.
yes. I, I think we can take 123 Sports to another level. I think we got what it takes. All we have to do is be PC. Yeah, if we're PC, then we can attract more sensible people. Kid said, "I'm dead, DJ Loom." I had to work on my. I had to put on my acting chops.
There you go. Good job.
Hey, I try to put them R's on that Ramon Roberts.
That's exactly right.
Oh man,
Yeah, we happy that you back on the men, my brother.
I'm
A
glad you
lot a
back
lot
and
of
learned.
us
I was like,
a
man,
lot
where
of
and
us
learn that?
that's right. And a lot of us family want to because we haven't had anybody that we know dealing with this COVID situation. Many of us have the doubt what's going on with it. And I've had people in the hospital, family members hospitalized as a result of this. And so, unfortunately, nobody has passed away. And one of my nephews, who was hospitalized, is in his 30s, in shape, never not sick. One of them kind of dudes. And he got this thing, and it turned into a double, triple pneumonia, or something as well. So, this thing ain't no joke. Appreciate all those who donate to the Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
That's
But
good,
yeah, so this
Matt.
is a serious thing. At 106 to 8, we're having fun over here.
Man, this has been a fun stream, man. Even though the Hornets are getting their butts whooped, I mean, it's a beatdown right now.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, they took that belt off in the first half. And that pass that Kobe Martin just threw. I hope somebody tipped that thing because either that was for Manute Bowl or I'm somebody else. I don't know who was he throwing that to.
Too many. What they got? Did you just see what happened, Coach Joe?
You mean you mean with Cody
They got
Martin
a
throwing the ball?
technical foul for having too many players on the court. I understand football time to time, even though it's an idiotic play, but they couldn't even get the right rotation out on the court.
Oh my stars! With all them coaches over there sitting on the bench, they can't get the substitution right. Well, hey, family, it is what it is. Okay.
Yeah, Trent, JB need to get fired off the spot for that alone. Come on now. You
I
get a
think this is
technical for that? No, wait a minute.
DJ. I think this
Coach
is the
Joe, he's
second
done this
time
two
this has happened.
times.
Yeah, this is the second time this has happened. I think.
Remember, he did this last year.
No, he did it this year too. I think it happened a few games ago.
Oh yeah, it was a few games ago. Wait, that means he done it more than 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the most. That's probably the dumbest technical foul anyone could get. I mean, you only have 5 players on the court. It's not like the NFL where you got 11 men playing on the court, different positions. You got a motion and audible. This is basketball. I mean,
Man.
this is a technical foul that you're not supposed to get. Like they preach this in elementary school.
Yep.
Okay, guys, you're supposed to have 5 on the court. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this dude do some this he never ceases to amaze me with his shenanigans and trying to make them be regular. You know, oh, no, this is everything, nothing to see here. Everything is running smoothly here. Everything is running great. Remember, everything is peachy keen.
So you have bad rotations, horrible zone defense. Like Ant Learn said, Cody Martin playing a point guard. Your small forward playing a point guard because you don't want your young guys to play point guards. This coach is an idiot. And this is how dumb the Hornets franchise is. You mean to tell me all you have to do is being a third assistant of the San Antonio Spurs to get a job with the Hornets? I'm gonna tell you what it was like, Coach Joe, and everybody listening. I bet you James Borrego went to the offices, had a resume. Hi, I was a third assistant to the Spurs. I've not had a meaningful position, but I was under Greg Popovich's tutelage, and I may end up like him. And guess what the Hornets did? You're hired. They didn't do no background checks.
They took his
They're like,
resume, huh, DJ?
yeah. He threw the resume at him. He's like, "Hey, Popovich." He put a big word. He wrote in big words. Trained by Popovich. That was his resume.
That's hilarious.
Is there anything else I need to do? A letter of recommendation? Feedback? No, 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 no. We've had shitty coaches for years, JB. You're hired. Really? Yes, you're already hired.
we're,
Wow, I didn't think it was
we're,
that easy like
we're
that.
used to we're used to your kind, but we got somebody new here. We got hey, you come from Pop. We got to bring you in here.
But I'm surprised you're hiring me. What about the the black coach who has coached in actual games? No, we like to hire your kind. That's how messed up it is.
Yeah.
Macrina said, DJ, you you good, yes. HL Kid said he showed up in Jordans.
Wow. Showed up in Jordans, I bet.
Michael Jordan came up in the meeting. He saw JB and Jordans. You're hired. Bitch Cupcheck is like, really? Yeah,
What?
that's all. That's all he needed to do.
What's going on here?
But but Jordan, what about the black coach who has a above 500 record? I don't care about that. Let's get that guy. Let's get Borrego. He'll take us where you want to go, and he likes Jordans.
On top of it.
Oh man, this turned into a roasting session, Coach Joe.
Well, I mean, hey, we certainly don't have anything to do with it.
Oh no.
People can say what they want, but hey, it is. This is exactly what we've been looking at for since Melo got there, and It's simply to me unacceptable. But I guess not to this franchise. So
Everything me and Coach Joe have been talking about has happened in this game. And I'm not surprised. Coach Joe's not surprised. We don't want the Hornets to be some type of poorly ran franchise.
not at all.
But the Hornets as an organization, they gotta want it more than their fans. And right now they're showing you that they only care about what their veterans think instead of what their young stars think. That's the problem.
Wait a minute, Scotty. Barnes has gotten the game. I mean, Scotty Lewis has gotten the game. All right.
Damn, coach, if they was gonna be playing this damn bad, they should have had Jello
Really? I mean, come
call
on,
it at
man.
halftime. Jello, hey, make the drive to Greensboro to Charlotte. You're playing.
I mean, ain't
We're
no.
stinking up the joint.
Is there any reason why Jello shouldn't be in this game? Nope, I don't think so.
Trent says Majanovic killing him. He looking like
Uh,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out there.
Absolutely. Book Knight's got a great second jump, boy. He's so quick with that second jump. Ah, hit the side of the backboard that time. Shucks. The best of them can do that because boy, Steph will show tonight up in Indiana. He was show throwing up some bricks today from three. he been he been building a house for since he's been close to breaking this record. I think he was 5 for 15 tonight. He missed 10 threes. But if anybody deserves to shoot him, he does. That's for dang on sure.
Terry Rozier said, I'm getting my shots.
Oh yeah, no, he gonna get his
I'm getting
shots.
all my shots.
Wow, Thor stole the ball from Lurch. The real Lurch here. Wasn't he Lurch in family in Adam's family?
You talking about Marjanovic?
Yep.
Wait, did Marjanovic just shoot? You know it's a bag. You know they trying to make fun of. They're trying to embarrass this team when you got this dude seven
Shooting
foot
threes.
five shooting threes.
Right, shooting threes.
He's like, "F it, I'm a shoot a three anyway. I don't care." Man, that's a big lineup, man. You got Marjanovic, and then you got Brown as the four.
Yeah, that's a big team there, boy.
And Great Wall of Dallas.
Hey DJ, in your mind, is Marinovich, is he just a sideshow or is he a legitimate NBA dude to you?
I'll say this: Marjanovic has little skill here and there. If he was shorter, he would be a better player.
Okay.
He has good touch on his hook shot. It's since he's tall, he can't move.
Mm-hmm.
He's slew footed.
But you think he's not there just for the
I think both are
Ringling
true.
Brothers,
I think both are true.
and Barnum Bailey circuits,
Yeah,
both.
I
Okay.
think both are true. But I've seen a game where he just went off and had. I mean, he played to his size. It's kind of like yeah, he's not
Hmm.
as good as Yao Ming, but I've always said if Yao Ming was shorter, he would have been a better player. He would have lasted longer. He wouldn't have
Mm.
had those foot injuries.
Mm. Mm.
Like if Yao was just 7 foot
Metalholic in the
instead of
house.
7'5".
Mm. Yeah, my feeling is we got a bunch of our boys that love this game and would love an opportunity, and that's where they should be. Somebody else should be who can play because he doesn't do nearly enough to me to be getting an NFL paycheck. I mean NBA paycheck.
Bogner, I like that. You see that three? He said, I'm getting my points.
I'm getting mine.
He ain't about to stop me. So this game is over now. Coach, any last words before we roll out?
Well, yeah, DJ, thanks again. When I texted you and thought about doing this, the thought went through my head, man, since we haven't done any, man, they probably gonna get blown. Well, I guess it came true. But it was good to be back. It was good to be back with the family. Certainly good to be back with you, DJ, as always on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. So thank you so much again for all that you do. I guess we're looking forward to seeing Melo back here the next game. When is the next game? A couple days from now, right?
Yeah, he better be back because to the audience,
Yeah,
y'all know when Lamelo's not playing, man, it's not as fun.
not at all. But although they they have been having some pretty fun games to watch here on this
Right.
odyssey that they've been on. And we was hoping maybe this would be, but with all those guys that have made it back so far, again it raises the stakes. So, but again, appreciative of the opportunity to have a chance to do the games. For family to take this for granted. Now we see. Again, last year was Mello with the wrist. And now this year's the COVID. So anytime we get an opportunity to see Mello, it's a blessing. So to the family, thank you guys so much. So good seeing you guys back. For those who contributed to the Cash App, thank you so very, very, very much. We appreciate it over here. So I appreciate it so very much. And as I always like to say, Ubuntu, a term I learned in Africa when I lived there. Because of me, you are. Because of you, I am. We are one. Have a wonderful and a blessed evening, family. Till next time.
We out.